I completely forgot that was there from the previous Darkness stream. Yeah, so here we are again. Here we are again. What a way to start off, right? With more of the good old Xenoblade, the good old Monado. Last time Dunvan rejoined the party, so we finally have arguably the best core in terms of melee damage in the entire game. I figure for this next part I want to play is a switch things up, plays a little bit of Dunvan a little bit. See what his whole thing's about. It is kind of funky, the fact that we technically have 2 tanks and 1 DPS, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Dunvan is, well, he's Dunvan. He's built differently. He's built in an unorthodox manner, as I'm fairly certain has been made quite apparent. We'll be sticking with level 20 here, so hopefully we don't have too much of a death wish as we head into... I will admit, this next area I've never exactly been the most fond of. I mean, outside of its visuals, which are stunning, obviously, but in terms of placing the plot and the stuff you do in it, I will admit this has been one of the, similar to the Aether Mines, I've never exactly been a big fan of this next area, unfortunately. Which is a shame because, well, you'll see. As we enter onto what I believe to be the Bionis love handles. Which will probably explain why it's making all those fumes. Yep. I can only imagine how stunning this must have been for people playing this back in 2010. Now it's just like the bloom is so intense I cannot see anything. Okay, so it's it really is a little bit difficult to tell as to which love handle we're going around. Is this the right one? Is this the left one? Who knows? Regardless, we're here now.
I've never seen anywhere like this.
You see? This is why I've been saying you need to get out of the lab every now and then.
Yeah, how convenient we just have to show up here at night when it actually is quite stellar.
We can get to the upper regions from there.
Wow. I've never thought about going inside the Bionis.
The closer we get to the top, the more monster trouble we're gonna run into. The only things that venture this far in are the Nopon merchants.
Nopon merchants. Those Nopon merchants are also built differently.
Really know all the fun
One of my favorite tracks in the game, I kind of miss an old pig belly, the original Weaver, and used to have none of this. No, I don't have any filters on this time around.
The only way.
I figured against it. This is just the game as it is.
That's the spirit, Shulk.
Shulk stops doing nerd stuff. Oh, my eyes! To be honest, in this game, the exposure on these is so great it feels like I'm getting flashbacks with every cutscene. Yes, I am quite sure. Let me just triple check. Yeah, just so we can be absolutely sure there's no filters on. Looks like you have filters on. I forgot to take those off. I forgot to take them off. Thank you for catching those. I don't think I would have caught. There we go. There we go. Now the world is back to normal again. I just want to turn that off. Anyways. Here's what it's supposed to look like, with in all its flashbangy glory. Pun is now crisp HD. Yeah, I figured that, again, I just switched them off altogether. Oh! I can't believe we actually have, like, flamingos here. Yeah, you're gonna have to forgive me as I try reacquainting myself with Dunvan's moveset. It's been a little bit. Yeah, I figure for the sake of bitrate, CPU usage, upload speed, and all that good part, I just omit the filters, which, again, I'm gonna miss them, but I don't think it's really worth the headache of just tripling the upload speed of correction, cutting the upload speed by like a third. Sorry, Tempest. Story has always been Dark Souls, always been more Blue Mandela. Huh. Funny out of the box. Also, yeah, just casually we have level 81 enemies just sort of waiting in the trees. You're just casually just sitting there level 81. Rent. It just seems so out of the way, really. Just so...
It's a group of Nopon.
I don't think anybody asked there to be level 81 birds in these random trees.
Some Nopon merchants.
What do you think they're up to?
Doing merchant stuff?
They must be here for a reason.
Yeah, they're traveling through to get to Colony Sis.
Good idea.
I think this is their way of saying, hey, let's actually do some side quests for once, because we've basically been skipping all of them. Oh, I don't even have to stop by the Nopon camp, aside from just to buy stuff, which I don't need to buy. So carry on, fellas. This is for Colony Sis. I do find it so funny with regards to this game, with all its themes of, you know, defying fate and existentialism and possibly transcendentalism, transhumanism, that was it. And yet, the entire community of Xenoblade is just a whole bunch of memers like that, just poking fun at stuff like Raw in Time and Fresh Pastries and Colony Sis and Heropon and Bestest. We'll get to those. We'll get to those. I just realized, in terms of story mode, this really is just me walking through this whole place. This would definitely be an ample place for you to stop for a little bit and level up, but of course I don't have to, so I could just mosey on by the Ignas, which just look a lot like the lizard guys from Final Fantasy, which I forget the name of. You two, if you had to get back to the military district in under 40 seconds. Alright, let's try some... Wow. Absolutely atomized him before I could even get Blossom Dance off. So strange. You know, for the time being, this may be a bit of a stupid move, but part of me kind of wants to set everyone down to minimum level for this. Again, it's probably going to be a nightmare to constantly be going back and managing this, but it's something I wanted to try out nonetheless. There we go, everybody back in minimum levels. We're going to just stick with Dunbar for the time being. Oh no, oh, it's over. Yeah, that definitely is how it feels a lot of the time. I feel as though Dunbar is definitely going to be the main, hello! Oh, we actually have, like, a quad wing that is level 80. See, it actually feels as though we're putting up a little bit of an even fight here now. Very nice. Hey Cam, let's run this area, let's run around with a pebble in our shoes, shock why. I feel that's definitely a reference to something, but oh, now we have to do all these fluffing birds as well. Shut up, you goddamn birds! Yeah, Dunban, I'm fairly certain, is also capable of inflicting both break and topple with his arts. Gotta remember that I'm supposed to use it after Gale Slash, which is like his combo opener. It's like in 14, where he has one move which just opens up every single other aspect of his moveset. There we go, actually managed to get 2 hits in that time.
Let's keep this up. Man, what a bunch of jokers.
I'll raise the volume up just very slowly so I can hear a lot of the banter. Can never catch a break in these marshes. I'm powering up.
Piece of cake. Good thing I'm here. No?
No? Anyone? I wonder how many times we're gonna see just all these particular voice lines from right. Oh, level 80 Nebulas here as well. Can't forget those. And 26. Okay, so it's supposed to be going that way. Dragoon moveset be like True Frost. Yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting what they do with something like Dragoon in Evolved. Actually, I forget. Dragoon was one of the classes they showed the Evolved playstyle off with, didn't they? Very curious as to how a lot of the classes are going to operate this Evolved setup. Definitely looking forward to seeing how Black Mage operates. You know, and Gunbreaker and Red Mage and all sorts of different classes which I've grown accustomed to enjoying over my time playing 14. Mainly, I don't remember that much about how about that particular one. I mostly just remember a lot of the stuff involving Paladin, and how it's the only main tank in the game now.
This lamp. It has a very strange glow.
It's a remnant of the High Intia.
Ooh, we're finally getting lore drops for these guys.
Reaches now, but at one time they controlled this whole area.
It's just like Weathertop.
It's the perfect place to get some shut eye.
When it's an outside of this series, think, whoa, deep collected rock and stone.
We'll be safe if we rest here.
No strict path for moves. You have different openers depending on what action you go for next. And different. Gotcha. Whoa. Like me when I put on the Constellation Nightlight off of Amazon.
The breeze feels so...
Why did you leave me?
It's so peaceful. You know, Shulk...
Why did I put glasses on you in this cutscene? I don't remember this being at daytime.
You will pay for what you've done. You will know the pain and suffering you
just
the Emperor and
this really does feel like the case of this was built to be played in like sections,
Do you wish to change it?
in like chapters. It's like we're getting the Naruto flashback here. We're getting the recap of getting the strange vision telling us to go to Prison Island and unleash Shadow the Hedgehog. Shulk, how could you wears nerdy glasses and ties tragically. Shulk, how could you do this?
I owe it all to you. If you hadn't found me that day, I wouldn't be here now discovering the world.
Forgive me, Shulk. Sorry I couldn't save your folks.
Don't be.
Now I think about it, that was when I found the Monado as well. This might be crazy talk, but maybe you and the Monado are part of some higher plan.
I don't remember much at all. But I know that my mum and dad left me it. The Monado was
Some
their final
foreshadowing is a narrative device.
That's how I used to think of it. That's why I want to discover its true power and help defeat the Mechon. But so far, I've just been creating
We could
piles
just
of Mechons.
unlock.
So you don't just want to study
Chat,
it
what
in
did he
a lab
mean
after
by
all?
this? What's that you say?
There must be some way.
I have a feeling I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of that particular. Oh, and here we are. Now we're finally at daytime, and the map looks a lot less pretty. It's just we still got the methane fumes.
Sorry,
Can I
guys.
said anything?
Didn't sleep a wink.
Right then. Time
You're
to
not
move on.
eating. You're barely
How far now?
sleeping.
We'll be there
Is
soon
that
enough.
Monado of yours, Mr.
The High
Frodo?
Intia ruins are just ahead.
It's taking the life out of you. Anyways, I'm sure absolutely nothing is gonna come of what Dixon said. But let's continue on through the marshes filled with level 80 enemies. Oh, we actually have to go upstream here. It would be a shame if at some point we end up with a very small character who would just constantly drown trying to go up here. Also, yeah, Dunban could just do this. At least this game is some quietly managing with his robot on his dead wife. Oh yeah! What were they thinking with that? I must wonder. Oh, we have to go. We have to go the higher route. We aren't supposed to go. We aren't supposed to drown horribly in the river. Sure, loads. Just love how dramatic that was as well. I'm fairly certain in the actual book they don't have that falling out on the stairs up to Kirifongol. If anything, that's where they had the talk of you know, oh, Frodo wouldn't get very far without Sam, and you know, talking about the story of Frodo and the. I don't think I was supposed to come this way. What are you trying to tell me now, game? Okay, I guess we are supposed to drown horribly in the river. But cutscene is followed by optimized movement. Only reinforced so much for Pro Samus for sticking movements wider. Yeah, there is that, though. The whole thing about the share the load thing is... It is in the book, it's just around the time Sam actually rescues Frodo from the Tower of Kirifungol, where it's like, yeah, I've had this ring around my neck for like the past couple of hours. You know, just so it wouldn't fall into enemy hands. You know, since I've had the ring already, Mr. Frodo, maybe we can share. And then he snaps at him. Should have left the ring with Tom. He would have just lost it. That was also addressed in the books as well. It's like, why don't we leave the bond? Yeah, he's probably just gonna misplace it and forget all about it. I mean, obviously the ring has no effect on him, so he probably doesn't really care all that much for him. So it's only a matter of time before he misplaces it and somebody else finds it. Seasoned Traveler. Let me just check. Do we? Can we actually access this heart-to-heart real quick? Nope. Oh, here we go.
The upper regions are through that entrance. You gotta go through Magna Forest first.
An entire forest on the Bionis back. Must be a very hairy back.
Just above Magna Forest.
It pains me to say it, but this is the point where I turn back. I must see to the survivors, and I'm also very concerned about Colony 9.
I understand. Thank you
Yeah,
for
we can deal with the rest here.
I might have said a few things I shouldn't have back in the mine. Forgive me.
No, it's okay.
I owe you my life, young man. I'll never forget it, heir to the Monado.
Thorin is the real one, though, isn't
Stay
he?
with them.
I want to help Shulk. The Mekon must pay for what they did. And I'm sure Gaddo is still alive somewhere. If he
We
is,
have to justify
I have to
Charlotte
find him.
remaining with the party somehow.
For me too. Good luck.
Sharla, I want to go with the Tharon.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I've never seen anything cooler than Shulk smashing Mekon with the Monado. But I'm just slowing you down.
No way.
Well, at least
kid.
he's aware of
You
it.
just need to shape up like me.
Just
It's
needs to
okay.
shape up.
I've made up my mind.
Yeah,
Compared to you guys, I know I'm pretty useless. But that's cool.
again, I kind of have to
Because I know
respect
what I
Juju here
can
for at
do.
least being aware
I'm
of
gonna
his
go back to the colony and help the
limitations,
survivors
let's just say
rebuild
it.
their lives.
You'll do us proud, kid. Good luck, Juju.
Thanks.
Shulk, Ryan, keep Sharla safe for me.
Yeah, she'll be perfectly safe in the back of the party.
Dixon, are you leaving too?
The Mekon may be gone from Colony 6 now, but that doesn't mean we've seen the last of them. When they launch another attack, and they will, Colony 9's gonna need my help.
Yeah. I guess you're really needed at the colony.
Yeah,
This
I
ain't
guess
the
we're gonna have to
last
say
you'll see
goodbye
of
to
me.
him as well.
You should be alright for now. look after the Monado.
You can bet on it. We won't let the colony down.
You'll make us proud, Shulk.
I'm gonna miss you. You and your Hulk Hogan
You, on the other hand,
mullet.
need to back up your ideas.
Fuck up your ideas.
How else are you going to protect Shulk?
Thanks for the heads up, Dixon.
Good luck.
Always ready and willing to
See ya.
grill everybody but Shulk.
Can't say I feel so good about deceiving these kids.
What's that you
What's
say?
that you say?
Oh, just mumbling. Forget I said anything.
You gotta wonder what he did possibly mean by that. Anyways, time for busy work. Amazing, I never think Mom would come here. A lot of ancient Hyentia ruins around here. You think you come here finding rare things to sell? Eh, you want to go to top of bit of Bionis? I tell you how for free. You need to go to ancient Hyentia's coming of age ceremony. You know about it? Test for Hyentia boys to become men in olden days. So what? Did those who fail the test just get cast down to the lower regions to die like the boys of Sparta? Or offerings, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. Time for more busy work. Collect blue radiant, rainbow radiant. Offering Ignite Territory, Ultra Fake, Dark Swamp, Basin Cave. I got to say, let's not promote say everything you need. No idea why I felt inclined to voice over that particular Notbot. Yeah, Dixon is definitely quite the enigma, isn't he? Really makes me wonder whether or not he's actually being truthful about his remorse, given the context of what happens later in the story. And I can only imagine, but it's more so a complicated relationship, he thinks. Dunban with the strength of 1,000 men here. Being able to wade through this fast-rushing water like it's nothing. Not casting himself to the top of Ionis Kratos style. Why specifically a Nopon, I wonder? Actually, now that I think about it, can you actually get up on top of the Bionis horn? I kind of want to see if I can. I mean, I kind of doubt it, considering I don't have the ability to climb, but should be interesting to gander at nonetheless. Thank you for completely eating my Blossom Dance input there, Shulk. It's just what we need in this situation. Again, Prison Island is supposed to get to. Gotcha. That doesn't look like a cat, that looks like a moose. There we go, we got the White Radiant. Now we just have to go all the way up, back up the fast-rushing river. And hope we don't come across any more high-level enemies. Still not entirely certain what is supposed to attract the nebulas, though. Like, I know they just basically dole out ether damage like it's nothing. You can tell it's sort of been a while since I played this. Also curious as to how exactly these trees are able to grow with all this. I mean, they are dead trees, so I'm assuming that there was grassland here before it was flooded. Makes you wonder. Oh, yeah, this is one of those moments where you kind of just forget the scale of this game. You should look up and it just keeps going. And a part of me kind of feels that this is another one of the quote-unquote weak points of the game, in my opinion. It is backtracking followed by platforming up a wall, essentially. Yeah, crazy that we just casually have mini monkeys, which are even higher level than territorial Rothbart. Just admiring the water effects here slightly. It really does feel like we just stepped back into Halo 3. With these sorts of water effects, you know? I will admit, I have sort of, been getting a slight itch to play some Halo recently. It's probably not going to be for a little bit. It's more sort of a thing of, once I'm done with all the games I'm currently playing, just see how I feel. Because I don't think it would be doing me any good if I were to say, oh, I fancy playing Halo, like, now, and then, like, a month or so later being like, you know, I don't really fancy playing Halo. Remake is out soon, yeah, and I'm not going to purchase it. I am not inclined in any way, shape, or form to support Halo Studios. Because it is basically free for free with a different, with different clothing. And they've already, proven to me over, like, more than a decade at this point that I cannot trust them to make any good games at all. I am personally of the mind that there are only 6 Halo games. So you got so it's like Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST, Reach, and then Halo Wars. I wasn't, sure as... Oh, and of course we have to deal with a unique in order to get... You know what? Let's just do it. Fluff it, we ball. Let's see how long it takes for us to beat this man. And of course I'm tased. Whoa! You know, let's just do chain attack. And I think, with regards to Halo, that also applies to books as well. There's only... I can't remember if it's 7 or 6 as well, because we got, like, Fall of Reach, we got Contact Harvest, First Strike, Halo the Flood. Controller. Controller, work with me, please.
Good job, everyone. We did it.
Yeah, basically, the only stuff I consider canonical to the Halo timeline is just all the stuff released under Bungie's tenure. Which makes things a lot simpler that way. Yeah, part of me is kind of feeling that doing this level challenge was kind of stupid. I'm sure I'll hit you eventually. It's just a matter of time. Can you stop dazing me? I keep forgetting I have Final Flicker. Here we go. Now come on over. I know I want to punch you in the nose. He blocked my Blossom Dance, the fluffer. These Halo Studios chance they prove themselves after this remake, given the remake isn't them, so to speak. Yeah. I think that's also a fair way of putting it, considering it really is just them reiterating slash rehashing somebody else's work. Which, I'm gonna be honest, it may just be me being an old head. I didn't necessarily think a Combat Evolved remake was really necessary, per se. Like, I still find there's a lot of fun to be had with the original. I know a lot of people probably aren't really a big fan of the visuals nowadays. They can't enjoy a game if it's full of all these, not full of all these, like, high-tech graphics and ray tracing and whatnot. The card stacked against the currently guys fighting with the attempt of the inspiration design for what's interesting. Yeah, that is just that's sort of another issue, really. This new Comet of Roll remake has essentially all the red flags imaginable you could have associated with it. It's just it's like how much more red could it possibly be, and the answer is none. Looked at Infinite, not the old game you yeah, that is very interesting. I'm guessing it's just because the Infinite's like the most recent game, so it's they have more of a basis to work off of. But even going off of that, it's the Slip Space engine, which is like notoriously bad and made entirely by contract workers, to the point where it's basically unusable and they had to switch to Unreal. So again, I admittedly failed to see the logic in that, especially considering the absolute fallout everybody had with regards to Infinite's reputation, as it were, and how it just basically nosedived off a cliff. Actually, based on radiation is a base of my understanding from the 5 rung on top of it. Huh. I mean, I could understand if they were using Reach as a base. Oh, here we are, the Dark Swamp. You can, which is filled with like, oh, I actually do take damage whilst in this. That's fun. Similar with the Oblivion remake. I see. Though I could sort of understand if it was using Reach as a basis, you know, considering Reach is the prequel, so I could kind of see the logic in wanting to give it sort of the SPV3 treatment in that regard. Kind of. Again, I'd definitely prefer something a little bit... Actually, I tell a lie. If we were doing a Halo remake, I wouldn't mind if it actually took more of a inspiration from Reach, as it were. Because the original is always going to exist in that regard, so may as well have something which is a little bit different to sort of justify its existence in my mind. I mean, there's a fair bit of extra content with the Sergeant Johnson stuff, which I do like that we have Chief in the Mark IV arm. I was sort of hoping for that, but just kind of weird that they seem to just make up missions as opposed to just adapting plot lines and whatnot from the books, which they re-released to advertise the game. Logic. Like, you know, maybe the stuff from Sigma Octantis 4, or, you know, the raid on Reach, taking back the Ascendant Justice, the fights on the Unyielding Hierophant, that sort of thing. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing, like, a game adaptation of Operation First Strike. That'd be awesome. You know, Chief coming face-to-face for the first time with Brutes, where they nearly just straight-up killed him, which I suppose is kind of canonical to how they're portrayed in Halo 2. Changes are doing the series remake, specifically because they have a unifying vision going for... Right, so... I was led to assume that this would be followed by remakes of 2 and 3. I guess wanted to make it a little bit more homogeneous in that regard, though. Big turtle. Part of me is kind of tempted to wonder, what if they just did like a means of trying to pack all 3 Halo games into one with regards to missions. I mean, given how bloated game design is nowadays, it probably would be a nightmare to implement, but I can imagine it would be kind of cool, just having the events of all 3 games in one. Here we are now, we're actually on sort of a level pegging with the enemies.
Now, go. Got it.
Backslash! Alright!
Not bad. Just like old times.
Yeah, it is super satisfying to pull off those, like, powerful chain attacks, isn't it? I feel before we proceed, let's just have a look in here. I think you want to put Dive Sabat on there, because I didn't actually realize that it just straight up gave paralysis without, I just figured there was something that you needed to have alongside Bone Up, but not really, just gives you free paralysis. I suppose this is a, there we go, quest complete. This was definitely a, interesting excuse for you to visit a lot of the more interesting vistas in Sartor Marsh. But again, it just feels as though there's a fair bit of just backtracking and meandering, honestly. And I have to say, I'm quite glad we're finally moving on to Macla Forest. We keep forgetting there's still a fair bit of stuff between here and there. I'm liking how you can also sort of trail how I've been by just looking at all the treasure chests. Like, look at all the corpses I've left behind. You know, I think this next section is probably pointless to do, but... Actually, I think given where we are, I kind of want to just stick with Dunban for now. You know, just have the boys out here just commenting on the good old times, where with Dunban just being the father figure, even though he's... And fairly soon he's not actually that much older than Ryan. Could be wrong. Because I'm fairly certain in the Japanese script he's portrayed as being a fair bit younger. From my understanding. Up. Here, though, in the English version, you really just sort of get more of the sense of him being the father figure of the group, even if that wasn't the intention. One of those cases of Sid for Sim being called old man, but he's like 35. I'm not that far off, though. Soon I'm gonna be an old man. I mean, I probably already am an old man, but you get the point. I do gotta wonder if the trees were just as blinding in the Wii version. Part of me kind of wants to say they were, because look at that. Look at that. Look at these lighting effects. You won't get anything like this in the Halo remake. All you'll get is pristine, ancient ruins. Which looks squeaky clean despite the fact they've been around for like 100 millennia. But just thinking about that just makes me never want to play a free-for-free game ever again. We're just the sheer misunderstanding of how a Halo functions on every single fundamental aspect, from lore to gameplay to design fundamentals. I never want to touch another free-for-free game ever again. It's funny because I'm fairly certain that I still have access to all the Halo games on my 360. Only question is whether or not they'll actually work. Especially given the nature of my Xbox. You saw they're already backtracking on this. Of course they are, why am I not surprised? Alright. Time to put in the thing. Alright. Oh. Just casually summons a bird for us to defeat. The Guardian! Not to that one cave on in Bianco Hills, but close enough. We choose to fight! Yes, I finally got it off for once! Yeah, it almost feels as though we don't even need Charlotte for this. We can handle just fine ourselves. All we need is Shulk for the healing. Because for some reason they thought to get the DPS healing. Electric Gutbuster. It is such a crazy name for a move, though, isn't it? Just so visceral. It's only... Oh, vision time. Lost the legal disputes using as many as Pete Hines, the guy who's now in charge of the list, uses scrapping in his context and joined last year's replacement Bonnie Rock. I see. Probably should have spoke to Sean about this. Not Shulk. Against the odds! Here we go. Now we're in business. Now we're in business. I do gotta wonder though, whether or not this means that Halo Infinite is basically non-canonical at this point, because, you know, considering they aren't allowed to use the Endless anymore, it's just like, where to... It's just another instance where... we have no idea as to where the story is gonna go with the Halo series now. It's like, this has happened after every single Halo game. You know, we had the Didact in Halo 4 who got killed off in a comic, which everybody hated. Then we had the Created in Halo 5, which just got resolved in more books. And then we have the Endless in Infinite, which... I'm curious as to how they're going to end up throwing that away, or whether or not they're just going to absolutely
The lift don't work.
uproots and completely get rid of any of the lore from 343's days, which, honestly, I think they should. I really think they should.
You don't mean
You know, just get rid of Frank O'Connor's ridiculous nonsensical fanfiction, just pretend that nothing after Halo 3 ever happened.
No complaining. Let's start looking for a place we can climb up.
How convenient that the elevator is blocked off, meaning that we have to do more platforming. Oh, and it just so happens there's a whole bunch of ladders around here. Going behind very specifically to the acknowledge the Halo 5 was a mistake, which was very candid. Well, that's more subjective fact at this point. Halo 5 was a mistake. In terms of gameplay and storytelling. Like, I'm sure... I get that a lot of people do enjoy the gameplay of Halo 5, which is fine, but in my mind, it isn't Halo. It's just Titanfall in a Halo skin suit. It's a very interesting design here with just all these slopes. All of these getting these dipped curves designs and convenient spots where vines are just grown in gaps in the architecture. Really gotta hand it to those Nopon merchants being able to just make the trip up and down this constantly with all their produce. Yeah, I think there's just... And of course I have to fight you. Very interesting place for an ether deposit over there, I was gonna say. I'm powering up! One of these days I'll land a break. One of these days.
Let's not lose our heads though. Let's stay focused.
Yeah, very interesting spot for an ether deposit. Oh, it really is just like a brooch. I see. I think I'll leave it alone then. If I can actually get back up. If I can get back up on...
How can this be?
Can't believe it, Dunban's fluffing dead. He got killed by Bennett VoD. I'm sure it's fine, we'll just get back up there in lickety-split. I'm just trying to think if there's any, like, plot details from the Free-for-Free canon which I would want to keep it, because... I'm not sure whether or not I'd count Halo Evolutions under that sort of banner with stuff like, the Mona Lisa and... I should say Halo Evolutions and Halo Legends, because I know a lot of people really did enjoy the Mona Lisa as a Halo story. Very sort of reminiscent of the Death Troopers book from the Star Wars Expanded Universe. And it's funny, it keeps making all these hints and whatnot to references to Star Wars stuff, and yet I have never streamed a Star Wars game on the channel. I'm not sure whether or not I should at some point. You know, maybe do something like Rogue Squadron, which would be very interesting to stream on my GameCube, where you are unable to see anything. You know, trying to get Knights of the Old Republic to work, that could also be quite interesting as a move. I'm just thinking, though, I'm not certain as to what elements of Halo Legends would be considered canonical, just with the, going off of what it's established in the Bungie era books, you know, with stuff like Contact Harvest, so... Maybe the Origins two-parter, which gets several plot details from Halo games wrong, like this sort of, deranged hallucination that apparently humanity and the Covenant teamed up to defeat the Flood, even though they very much didn't. Even though you could argue it was the other way around, with humanity siding with the Flood to defeat the Covenant. Well, here we are. Finally, we're out to Sartor Marsh and I can finally get back to the game.
Ready to go, Shulk? Yeah. But just hold on a minute.
What is it, Shulk?
It's about the Monado. I'd like to ask your permission to use it a little longer.
You're only asking this now,
Why
Shulk.
ask me?
Not when we're at the start of Sartor Marsh or anything.
I need it to achieve my goal. So...
Don't sweat it.
Ah,
You are
Dunban is
far
just
more
so
skillful at wielding
cool,
that
isn't
thing
he?
than I ever was. Keep it. It's yours. Besides, I have a new sword. That old coot had the decency to forge this for me. I owe it to him to make the most of it.
Heck yeah.
Dunban,
You fought your way this far. That is proof enough the Monado has accepted you. Don't take my word for it. Believe in yourself, Shulk. Believe in yourself. That's our pride and strength as Homs.
Which is why we'll
And we
often
have
go
to
for
make
tank
sure
builds, you
those
can see.
metal monsters know it.
you're right.
Time to move, people. This prison island Shulk saw in his vision isn't getting any closer.
Alright, so where we go. Finally out of Sartor Marsh, and it's quite interesting that there really is just this ornate, carved out tunnel leading into what is essentially a blood vessel. Terminal trachea. So, our first instance of the Bionis interior. Kind of reminds me of the mushroom biome in Terraria.
me the creeps.
At a guess, I'd say we're inside the Bionis. What is it, Shulk?
Oh, nothing.
Doesn't sound like nothing, Shulk.
It's just that it feels like the Bionis isn't really dead.
Huh?
Oh.
Wait a minute, Shulk. If the Bionis starts moving around, things won't look good for us.
Really makes you think, don't it?
Let's just keep moving.
Right.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing. Yeah, I do quite like the Bionis interior here. It is suitably creepy, especially with the fact that here, at the very least, there doesn't seem to be any enemies. It's just hollow. Oh, the third lung. How many lungs could you possibly need? Yeah, we just casually went through a tunnel into the Bionis lung. Yeah, let's pump the music up a little bit. Yeah, it is suitably unsettling. This looks like something helped to have in one's lung. So you want to go to the top? Wait there while water pushes up. It'll shoot you really high. Oh, I see. So I'm guessing... I don't want to imagine what this yellow water is supposed to be. But, whatever. Let's just get out of here. Alright, breathe out, big guy. Is just spend way too much time here later on in the game, not to mention this is a remix of the previous games. I see. Yeah, it is especially annoying trying to wander around here looking for certain items for doing Colony 6, which I'm not sure whether or not I want to do this time around. Maybe off-screen if I have the resources for it. Upper trachea. Yeah, just casually leaving the massive gaping stab wound in the middle of this thing's lung. The thing the Heropon merchants have to make this massive trek in order to get from Magna Forest to Colony 6. Constantly. Oh. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom... Finally getting some context for that silver mechon we saw in the vision. With hips and... Wait a minute, that hair looks familiar. I'm also fairly certain it's not supposed to be this color. Oh. Oh. I'm not sure whether or not this is supposed to be a spoiler or not. Just casually showcasing her face.
Face Nemesis. Your frame is complete.
She's meant to be masked. Gotcha, gotcha. That makes sense.
That damage. Does a weapon exist that can melt face armor?
Well, now we have that hanging over our heads. Just pretend you didn't see that, alright? We have more impressing matters to get to here.
Tell him I will see him when this face is complete.
This is Fankred.
Acknowledged.
That looks suspicious.
I have fulfilled my duty. You and only you can bring about a new age on Mechonis. No, the entire world.
Lady May May.
Lady Mayneth.
So yeah, let's just pretend that didn't happen as we make our way into Magna Forest at long last. And now is the part where I definitely feel the game really starts to come into its own. All the areas from here on out I am quite fond of, except maybe one. It really feels here, especially given the teammates that you start to accumulate. This is where the game really starts to come into its own. as I already said. Anyways, let's have a look at this amazing vista wide open. Let's have a look at this huge forest we have to wander around now. Best two characters? Yeah. Well, best one character, best other character. Look at the Telefia just running on air. Oh, well, she's masked at the very least.
No, Isel. Do you really expect me to leave you, run away and save myself?
Yes.
Permit us this once, Lady Melia. It is our honor and our duty to protect you with our lives. Do not fear for us. Flee.
I will not. I cannot return to the capital with this monster still standing.
Seems as though you don't have a choice, Pink Lady. Oh, it's just straight up atomized her two bodyguards. Somebody she's meant to be masked first. Yeah, she's not. It's like the inverse. Get unmade.
Garin, Damil, bestow the light of your life unto me.
Oh no, she's casting holy! Well, enough about that. Look at that big massive tree over there.
Turned up the heat.
I've never seen such a dense forest.
Me neither. How much further?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
This must be the
Britain
back of the
now.
Bionis. If Shulk's vision is right, we've still got a long way to go.
Yep, up against the Bionis' hairy, sweaty back.
I'm sweatier than a brog's armpit.
Uh-huh.
We'll have to search for the best route. Sadly, until we find a way, we'll have to put up with Rhine's stench.
Charlotte?
Yeah, where did that come from? Quite the crazy vision, the fact that essentially everything above Magna Forest is basically just a massive ocean with no floor. No idea how that works, but it looks cool. Anyways, last time at the start of the chapter.
Or who are you?
You will pay for what you've done. You will know the pain and suffering you caused the Emperor and Fiora!
Really feeling like an Naruto flashback.
A silver-faced Mechon. And who was that girl?
I wonder.
These visions show me people and places I've never seen. If only I could find out what they mean. We could use them to our advantage.
Look over there. A rope bridge. It looks Hom's made.
Well, you know, Nopon made.
Nopon.
See?
Though a lot of them have settled in our colonies, the Nopon are originally native to Magna Forest.
Yeah, like we
Do you think
said,
they'd know
they're
the
built
way to the
different.
Bionis head?
I can't say. But walking around in circles isn't going to achieve anything. Our best bet is to look for their village.
Heck yeah, time for Saturn Village 2.0, baby! Magna Forest. Featuring Dead Girl. And dinosaurs. Alright. Let me just reorganize the party a little bit. Yeah, that looks fine. Wiki, the wicked, wow! Dino, it's jungle! We found it, we finally found Dinosaur Jungle. Now I just have to look down to see a whole bunch of kart racers going down the river. Rolling on the river! You know what, I'm just going to bump us up to 25. That seems like a reasonable level for us to be at this point. Again, it's just trying to find the right balance. There we go. Let's get moving, everybody. Everything's like level 28 here. Can't sound too surprised. Also, that I can only imagine what one's reaction would be seeing that just sort of to crawl through the tent if you decide to camp here. Pure Chetty. Bridge 1. Yeah, very much getting flashbacks to a very particular movie. Prepare to meet Bionis in hell. This really just definitely feels like one of those big areas alongside Gal Plains, which really just sort of exemplifies the sheer scale of this game. That, and I'm quite fond of the whoa. Kelp mushrooms. Yeah, that also gives you insight into stuff you may need for upcoming side quests, which is neat. Magniferous. And alright, this area also has level 90 enemies, just because. There we go, that's the... Yeah, just casual level 96 enemies here. It's casually. Be sure not to accidentally shoot them, otherwise you're going to get inverted. Oh yeah, we just have dinosaurs which casually just generate electricity as well. This place is wild. Wickety wickety wild. Running the game, James West, Tim in the West. I forgot the rest of the lyrics to that. Yeah. Oh, I just realized it has 2 heads. It just has 2 heads. This one, the top one was just constantly in a state of existence pain. And then again, it does still look like its existence is pain, but I just didn't realize that it had 2 heads for some reason. Why won't you leave me alone? Yeah, we should be fine from here on out. You're not accounting for the massive, just humongous frogs. Imagine the amount of meat you get on one of those. Assuming they're edible. Oh look, it's a completely conveniently placed clearing up ahead. I wonder what could possibly be in it. With all these, like, dead trees and dead ground. Did Sephiroth do this?
Over there.
Hey, I found lunch.
Hey, are you okay?
You. And your weird-looking mask.
Shulk, what's wrong? Another vision?
Kind of. I'm not sure. But first, she needs help.
You're right. Let's look for somewhere safe.
Presumably somewhere which doesn't involve being in the middle of,
giant tree. We can easily watch for anything approaching.
this very just obviously blighted land.
Carry her.
It's... And Ryan just casually looking at her stick, just like, stick.
She hasn't sustained any serious injuries, but her condition is far from stable.
Do you know what's wrong with her?
Her symptoms suggest
Fire
ether
deficiency.
It's well known that HOMs are strongly affected by ether levels in the environment. But I've never seen symptoms like this before. A sudden drop in ether content in the surrounding atmosphere causes a reaction. Symptoms range from fatigue to nausea.
Or
But in
even
this
death.
girl's case,
What can we do?
we're gonna need watertight ether crystals. I'll load the crystals into a cartridge to shoot from my rifle.
Hey? You're gonna shoot her?
No,
No,
sissy.
silly.
I'll fire them directly into
the air
her.
And the dispersed ether will heal her.
You gotta shoot her!
Oh, that's what I thought.
But the problem is the crystals. We can't just use any old crystal. They must be as pure as possible.
Unfortunately, we don't have
Before, you
access
must
to
have a
level
water
10
source
crystals at
nearby.
this point,
We should
unfortunately,
search
Charlotte.
there
So,
first.
she's
I spotted the waterfall
she's a
little way
goner.
back. What do you think, Charlotte? Would a waterfall produce pure crystals?
I can't think of a better place.
Then it's decided. I'll search for the crystals.
Hey, you're not going on your own.
Yes, I am, Ryan.
I need you to look after the group. We're short on water too, so I'll fill up our flasks.
Hey, good idea.
Oh yeah,
Take
that's
care, man.
right. We need supplies as well. I forgot. We've been going for this whole thing just casually fighting level 80 enemies. This was. Oh yeah, we actually do need water, don't we? All right. Here I go again on my own, going down the only road I've been on. Like a hobo, I was born to walk alone. Oh boy, I sure do hope. You know what? I think just for this small trek, I think I can afford to boost myself up a little bit just to avoid any complications on the way. I'm sure we shall be fine and not constantly getting jumped by dinosaurs as we pick up ashen foxes. I can't believe it. Shulk just casually picked up the whole fox and put it in his pocket. Which isn't they do acknowledge the more realistic access adventure doing this is more tight. Yeah. Kinda curious that they don't tend to do that in Final Fantasy. Again, with stuff like, Titus being able to hold his breath underwater indefinitely. I definitely feel, you can definitely feel just how much more grounded this game feels in a strange roundabout way. Doesn't really have you really, asking that many questions which take you out of the world. At least compared to 10. Oh, sun's getting real low. I mean, I would imagine that this whole place would be quite nice to hang around in at sunset, but at the same time, the bugs must be a nightmare. I'm gonna be honest, if the weather recently has been any indication, if there's one place I would hate to be more than anywhere else, you know, aside from work, it would probably be the jungle as a biome. Just humid and sticky and sweaty and full of bugs just sounds very unpleasant in all aspects. At least in a desert it's a dry heat, you know? Anyways, I'm guessing route we need to take is all the way down here. Alongside this very precarious path filled with killer birds. Well, that being said, quad wings, they always look more like owls to me. So I'm kind of curious to see all these killer jungle owls and giant centipedes. I just want to check real quick. I want to check something. Okay, so you can just grab onto the vines to drop down. Shortcut. Hopefully it's not going to be too big of a deal walking all the way back, though. So I imagine it's going to be... There we go. There's some ether crystals just conveniently placed on this singular beach. Myself down all the way down to something which makes a little bit more sense. I'm now operating at 25% power, which, when you consider it, it gives off the instance that we're about a quarter of the way through the... There we go. Quest completed.
Huh? Who are you?
Oh, it's this... Oh, hey, Emmerich, how you been? Why have you been appearing in my dreams as of late?
Hello.
How unusual.
It is quite rare to see a Homs in this
Speak
region.
for yourself.
I
Looking
suppose
like
you're
a Yu-Gi-Oh
wondering why I
character.
am here in that case. Then permit me to introduce myself. My name is Alvis.
Yeah, he is wearing that in the seat. Just
Alvis.
fur-line collar as well. Is he mad?
My name's...
It's Shulk, isn't it?
How did you know that?
Wielder of the Monado, defender of Colony 9, the hero that has every mechon running.
Also, very interesting
You're famous amongst all Homs.
little charm you have around your neck there. I'm sure that doesn't mean anything in the
I know you
slightest.
from somewhere.
Yeah, again, the keychain around his neck has no significance whatsoever.
They're here.
Huh?
The Monado emits a particular ether wavelength in its ground state. It must have drawn them.
Huh?
There it is.
What are they?
You already know, Shulk.
Alvis, get out of the way! I'll deal with this myself.
Yeah, I'm sure Shulk will be perfectly fine going at this alone. Funny enough, the village sentence changed to conform with later entries, but I believe originally was a literal keep.
I'll go.
I see. That's definitely a little bit of an interesting detail. Also, Shulk is absolutely eating it.
How? Now, from above.
Psych.
It can't be. I saw its movements before it struck. How can it...
It is a Telethia.
Telethia?
A Telethia!
They can read your mind. Whether you have a vision or not, if they know your next move, it's all in vain.
Finally, we have something that can counteract Shulk's
How could
future
you
sightseeing abilities.
There is only one way. Stop it in its tracks, then dull its perception.
No, Alvis, stop! You don't know how to... Huh? A new symbol?
Very interesting that he knows how to do this. Flip. Okay, so I'm fairly certain he is actually level 99.
I suggest you stop staring.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
The sword
You could
is
just straight up
yours to
teleport as well.
What was that like?
Emmerich really is
Monado
just
does
an
not
enigma.
control itself. You control it.
I control it. By the light of the Monado. I will stop them.
I can only imagine what having an actual real-life prop of a Monado would be like, which is how it lights up. On the little side, he's just joking, he also wants to rebuild it. Yeah, I definitely do get that sense as well. Anyways, it's time to, Where is... There it is, there's Purge. Probably shouldn't have used it so quickly, because technically speaking, I'm fairly certain that Telephia's mind reading thing in this counts as an aura, which Purge essentially removes. Yeah, it just removes auras. So he's so extra when he does Monado Purge as well, isn't he? Also quite curious as to what Alvis's arts. I probably should have stopped to have a look, honestly. One of the more annoying things I can certainly imagine when it comes to Monado Purge is just constantly having to reapply it. A whole whopping 5 damage. So let's see, he has Cross Ray and Lost Ray. There we go, now he's doing basically no damage whatsoever. Have fun! No. Buster Sword. Yeah, her get like a prop whip and have 2 in mine already, Buster Sword and them or not. Yeah, I can definitely see it. Oh my might! Yeah, with Cyclone we essentially have the ability to enact Topple with Shulk, so he can basically just break Toppling days all on his own, which is cool. Again, pretty sure Cyclone is an optional art you can get, so probably shouldn't use it that much.
You see now, Shulk?
Thank you. Hey, wait a second. More importantly, where on Bionis did you learn to use the Monado?
They were not the primary Telethia.
Nice of you to completely avoid the question, Alvis.
The primary Telethia dwells elsewhere in Magna Forest. Is it wounded?
Oh, so he's like an empath, I guess.
The Telethia is hurt and lies in rest, wounded by a girl.
It's interesting that I didn't answer my fluffing question.
The Monado is a divine sword capable of disturbing the very fabric of existence, of both the material and the immaterial.
Alvis, how do you know so much about the Monado? Who are you?
Unfortunately, we aren't going to get an answer at this point.
Shulk! Shulk!
Huh?
And of course, Ryan had to show up at this point.
Here.
Shulk, we looked all over for you. Thought you'd been eaten by the forest.
Eaten by the
Sorry,
forest.
Brian. I got attacked by Telethia. If it hadn't been for Alvis, I wouldn't have survived.
Alvis? Who's that?
I'll introduce you. He's the one that... Alvis?
Shulk, the accident was 10 years
there's
ago,
no
it's
one
okay.
here.
I'm telling you, he was right here. He even taught me how to unlock a new power from the Monado.
Just you and me, Shulk. Ain't no one else around. You probably passed out from dehydration and dreamt this guy up. Come on. Wait till the others hear this.
Shulk forgot his schizophrenia medication
here,
again.
I didn't dream it, I'm not lying.
Okay. I believe you. And while you were having fun with your imaginary friend, did you find any ether crystals?
Yes. Good quality ones, too.
Did you remember to fill up the flask, Shulk?
We should hurry them back to Sharla.
Did you remember to fill up the
Hang around
flasks?
here long enough and we'll get whacked by an imaginary beast.
Not gonna be laughing in a little bit, I'm sure.
Alvis, who are you?
So yeah, he just jumped over there, he just jumped. He could just do that. Okay, nice of them to, at the very least, bring us back here.
This forest holds many surprises. Not least creatures we've never seen before. And now we know there is another who can use the Monado.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet him.
So you weren't just having a sneaky nap then?
No.
I'm just saying. You and Dunban are the only ones I know that can wield the Monado. How would this guy know how?
Really makes you think, don't it?
Locked and loaded. Everyone, stand back.
Very nice. just straight when she keeps sucking.
Yeah, she's coming round. All thanks to our medic.
Are you okay?
Where am I?
Look at those
Everything's
shoes.
fine.
They're fantastic. They really bring out your knees.
Get your hands off me!
Oh. Critical damage.
Forgive me. I did not mean to...
Sorry if we surprised you.
Are you the ones who helped me?
Well, something like that.
Excuse me. My name is Melia. Forgive my indiscretion.
You look like you're wearing
I have not had the
pajamas.
pleasure of coming into contact with the male Homs.
Coming into contact?
It's a contact
Hey,
with
You're
so that
creeping this lady out.
laughs at shot taking critical
Heropon.
damage.
This large one is far worse.
Me?
Melia, is it? How did you get here then? What, is there no one with you?
They're
I must
all
apologize,
dead.
but my
Must be
situation
my
does not
lucky
concern
day.
you.
Poor
And I shall
Brian.
not be divulging
Yeah, he
anything
can
to
really
common
just never catch a
passers-by.
break despite the fact he
Duly
does the most
noted,
damage
your
in the party.
ladyship. But if I were to be so bold, I'm guessing that you didn't come here alone. And you weren't just taking an afternoon nap.
Hmm.
And what, may I ask, are you doing here? It is rare to see Homs venture this deep into Machna Forest.
We're traveling to the head of the Bionis. We've got a long journey ahead of us.
We're not going to
The
say
head of
why
the
we're going to the
Bionis.
head.
We were just figuring out how to get there when we found you.
I see. Then permit me to return the favor by aiding you in your quest.
Really?
There is only one path to the head of the Bionis. It is the path that leads to Erith Sea.
Oh boy.
So, this Erith Sea is at the head of the Bionis.
If you would be kind enough to escort me out of the forest, I will show you the way.
You do that? Thank you, Melia. I'm Shulk. Pleased to meet you.
Shulk. Ah, yes. Likewise.
So surreal
She's
hearing her
high and
voice at
mighty,
this like young
but she's a
age,
Homs too,
knowing
right?
what this
Why is she here
particular
alone?
actor
clue.
went on to do.
Ask her yourself. I'm not good with a posh accent.
Posh accent. And so Clara Oswald temporarily joins the party. Yeah, she. Trying to
We shall
remember
travel to the
the
Nopon
VA's
village.
name. Give me a sec.
Nopon Village. That's where we've been heading. We reckon it's our best chance of making it to the top.
Since inhabiting the region, the Nopon have been a great help. You can travel to Erith Sea from their village.
It's settled. We'll make our way to the Nopon Village.
Very well. The Nopon inhabit a giant tree.
Voice role.
If we follow
Well, not
this trail,
it's
we will
not
be
specifically
safe.
voice roles. Jenna Coleman, she was on Doctor Who for a time being as Clara Oswald, arguably one of the more divisive Doctor Who companions, which is a shame because I don't dislike her. Anyways, change equipment, and now I'm gonna have to go and try to remember all the stuff I need to. Obviously, I need to put all her attire, but there we go. That's the Clara Oswald we've been looking forward to. Anyways, let's have a look, see if I can remember what stuff. No, that's not what I want to do. Let's try to remember what equipment I had on her. Poison and chill, huh? Okay. Works for me. As you can probably tell, she has a little bit of a different approach when it comes to combat, which we will see eventually, as soon as I figure out where all my stuff for her is. Poison, I think, with the other one. Let's see where I can find poison. I'm gonna have to refer back to the image a little bit. So poison, chill, back attack plus. There we go. Obviously, gotta get that ether in there. Can't have enough ether. We'll just put that there. Debuff resist, because obviously we need that. Everybody needs debuff resists. And there we go. Just check one more time. See if I can... If it is aligned with... Yeah, that's good. That's good. Let's bring her into the lead of the party for the time being. You know, just so we can get a sense of how she plays. Obviously gotta bring her down to everybody else's level. Level 23. Interesting. Anyways, let's get a move on. Let's get a move on. So we got some summon bolts, obviously, summon ER, summon ice, summon copy. You know, now that I think about it, it probably would make more sense to have electric plus on there as well. Let me just add that on there real quick. There we go, electric plus. Going for the nice bolt beam combo. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Just what we need. I suppose we may as well showcase off how, okay, cause attacks rebound on the enemy, burst and spear breaks. So at the very least, she has a topple art.
Everyone, stay on your guard.
I'm ready! She's very scary. So yeah, this is our equivalent to the mage, where essentially she summons what element she wants, and then her main thing is just her talent art is actually casting them. Strength and unity. Melia, you didn't do anything. Oh, they do come in herds. Now, I probably should mess around with some of the other arts. Let's have a look-see here, because they all have different passives as far as I'm aware. So I think Summon Bolt is the more common one you see on Melia. It basically boosts Ether and therefore damage. Summon Flare boosts, let's see, boosts strength up. So nice to have with some of the more melee-focused characters in the party. As yeah, these also affect the party. Let's see. Aqua summons regen, wind is agility up, earth is physical damage down. Yeah, I imagine summon earth and summon ice are both used in tandem with one another, just for the defense ups. And then summon copy just summons a copy of the last summon you happen to use that day. And I think actually comes with an aura. Side summons boosting the range of their effects. Well, I haven't really used many of these. I mean, I guess healing gifts could be fairly interesting for another healer, in case Sharla wasn't redundant enough. Power effects, I don't see many people using Hypnotize, none, it's Shadow Stitch. I don't see many people using most of these. I think it's mostly just, you know, Summon Bolt, Summon Copy, Burst End. See, physical defense down. So defense is down, only available during Element Burst. And I think, okay, I think for this, I want to go with Mind Blast for reasons which will become more apparent as we go on. Because I do want to play with a little bit more of melee. Her and her pajama-looking headdress. Kinda didn't realize there wasn't really any underarm stuff for this, so I'll try not to draw too much attention to it. For now, though, yeah, this place definitely has a fair few giant ether crystals, doesn't it? Let's hope that we don't draw too much attention and absolutely die horribly to level 32 enemies. I can only imagine Dunban is only going to be able to draw so much aggro. On a Inferno. I'm guessing these things also have 2 heads. Oh, here we go. I can only imagine these things are constantly in tremendous pain and tremendous pain. I feel one of the slight issues with Melia, to be honest, is the fact that she doesn't nearly have as much... she needs a little bit more preparation time compared to some of the other characters, so... It's like by the time you finally get to casting your spells, the fight's already over. Inferior. You know, let's try it against this high-level enemy. Maybe that will, fix things. Yeah, she can also do a fair bit of damage.
Let's stay focused. I can see this isn't pushing you at all.
So I don't think maybe I should boost myself at... No, I think we should be fine for this level, because I keep forgetting I have all these various different, gems on hand, so I am probably at the level I should be for this. There we go, and Element Burst is her, essentially, talent art, where, along with dealing a lot more damage with all of her spells, she gets access to her, Burst End and Mind Blast. I think after a fashion, I'm kind of... There's gonna be a point where I'm going to want to switch to Burst End over Mind Blast. Probably won't be for a little bit, though. See, walk way there if you go to Frontier Village. It's safe to go that way. Not enough nice, you can believe me. Because if you do... I mean, sure, there's, like, giant trolls underneath the bridge, which, is definitely an interesting choice. Just casually just having there along the walkways. I will admit, though, this sort of aesthetic with just all the rope bridges, wooden platforms, all leading up to, this giant tree here. I'm kind of a sucker for these sort of things. Yeah, that's why you don't want to go down there, because of the level 90 enemies. I don't know, I think it was just, as a kid, I was kind of a sucker for, how Endor looked in Return of the Jedi. Like, I know everybody hates Return of the Jedi, but, I have a lot of, nostalgic fondness for it.
To Frontier Village.
So this big tree is where the Nopon live.
Ah, Bird Lady.
Bird Lady.
Welcome back, Bird Lady.
I don't think that's the voice a lot of people would have expected to come out of that thing.
Will you permit us to enter?
My pleasure, my pleasure.
I shall take you to the village chief. Follow me.
I think, for the time being, though, just for immersion reasons, I kind of want to change up everybody's outfits for this particular point in the game. I'll probably change them back once we leave the set. Here we are, finally, Frontier Village. Really do like this place. Like, in terms of all the areas in Xenoblade, this is probably the one which I feel the most homely with. I mean, not just because of the Nopon, obviously, just more so because of the, just the more cozy aesthetic to it.
Hum hum! Hum here! Hum here! Hum who? Hum who?
Hum hum everywhere. Me want touch hum hum.
Me want touch.
Me want nibble hum hum.
Hum hum taste.
Hum hum scary. Ooh.
Nopon of Frontier Village. Melia Antigua has returned. I request an audience with your chief. Chief, will you hear my request?
Melia here.
Bird Lady here.
Alright, fine, simmer down, I'll be out in a minute.
Bird lady back.
I'm a smunk.
Bird lady?
It's like, I wonder what they could possibly be like that. It's got nothing to do with those obviously looking wings on her head.
Dear Melia, it's good to see you again so soon. And you look so well. And what of your men?
They are at one with the Bionis. They sacrificed their lives so the timeline to
They
escape.
cast themselves into the live stream. I didn't ask them to do that, they just did it.
These Homs need your help. Will you be so kind as to listen to their request?
What could a hum need of me?
They require safe passage to Erith Sea.
I see no reason to deny them. And Melia, what of you?
Just love how they're all just dancing in the background. Just we have all these like stop Nopon animations. Let's just use all of them at once. Just have them casually dancing and jumping. Yeah, I love these little floppers.
We found her half dead and all alone. But I don't suppose she'll tell us the reason anytime soon.
Maybe we can help. I'll go and talk to her.
Give it a sec. Clara Oswald has left the party. Sacred altar. Right, I think before we continue, just for immersion reasons, I want to switch over to, yeah. Kind of curious to see what all the different, types look like, honestly, because I haven't really checked. Again, just doing this for immersion reasons. Let's see, type 2. Okay, let's... more blue. Okay, so there's only type 1 and type 2. I think we'll just stick with type 1 on everyone. It's easier that way. You know, we're going native. Can't wait to see how redonkulous everybody looks. I mean, I suppose Dunban looks pretty neat. Guessing there isn't really anything. I mean, maybe Lion Cutlass? Just thinking in terms of weapons, which, you know, I think I'm just gonna stick with the stock weapons for everybody. Just go with outfits. That hair. Oh, that is certainly a choice in attire. I mean, I do quite like I do quite like the claw hand at the very least, but that is certainly a choice. Let's see how bad Ryan looks by comparison. That is a massive... That really is like a World of Warcraft shoulder pad right there. That really does look like something you would see in World of Warcraft. Anyways, it's time... Now that we've gotten all native, let's go and visit Melia. Try to convince her to get into proper attire as well. Also, Charlotte is here for no particular reason whatsoever. Alright, it's this way. I mean, I'm hoping at the very least most of these mushrooms aren't poisonous. Also quite curious to see how exactly you get up to those hooses. Very interesting hooses, I will say. I mean, obviously the Nopon are a lot smaller, but the fact that they just live in, like, these little cardboard tubes. There is the Pollen Orb Storehouse, where you get all the pollen, which apparently Nopon eats. Yeah, this is a Nopon house. I can only imagine it is very, very cramped in there. I mean, it feels like the equivalent of the shipping container I live in. Middle hoosing level. Let's see, who else we can find here. Why do we call them bird people? Never really thought about that before. Really makes you wonder. Also, this whole, like, setup here, just kind of find it really cool. Oh, look at that, the pollen works, and of course we have actual manual labor. See me turn winch wheel, behold strong legs of me! Amazing. Can I, there we go, can I escape? Oh, that's a pretty big house. I can't help but wonder who lives in front of this. Riki. I do have to wonder who this Riki might be. And why does he warrant this massive house all to his own? This, like, Nopon mansion. So everyone is just stuck with, like, World War I bunkers. I suppose that one's also pretty big, but... Yeah, it really just sort of reminds me like a World War II, like, air raid bunker. With just more sort of rounded shape, just sort of small size. I suppose Nopon really are a big fan of round things, aren't they? Gonna have to climb all the way up here by the looks of it. Like, surely she couldn't have gone... Oh, there she is. What is this? Oh, it's hearts. Obviously, we don't have access. That is quite the view, though, of just trees.
Melia, you're welcome to come with us. Is it true? Were you alone in the forest?
I mean, what does it look like to you?
That thing must be stopped by my hand. This is my pledge to those that have died.
Is it wounded? I see. The Telethia is hurt and lies in rest, wounded by a girl.
What makes you wonder?
Wounded by a girl? You don't mean you're going to fight the Telethia?
How do you know of the Telethia?
When I went to collect the ether crystals, some Telethia attacked me. I managed to destroy them and get away.
You defeated Telethia? Who are you?
What greater question is, how does she not recognize the sword on his back?
The Monado. So that sword can...
To tell the truth, they were the Telethia spawn. Someone told me the primary Telethia is healing somewhere in the forest. It was you, wasn't it? You hurt the Telethia.
It...
Melia.
The Telethia escaped from our homeland, and I am tasked with killing it. It cannot remain free. For the sake of my people and the Nopon, it must be stopped.
Melia, we can help you defeat it if you like.
Out of pity?
No.
Why then?
Because I felt like it.
I want...
Almost wonder who put her up to this. Almost like the Cinderella. Very into rabbiting now that you think about it. Yes, I'm starting to remember plot points now.
Would like to help.
What could you possibly gain from aiding me?
I saw it. At the top of a black tower. You and I were fighting together. Fighting that faced Mekon. I also saw you fighting a
Shulk is out here fumbling bags it did not know existed.
Forgive me, Shulk, but what are you talking about?
Jesse, what the fluff are you talking about?
Of the future.
See the future? And you expect me to believe this rubbish?
Believe what you want, lady. Same as I tell all the non-believers.
All the non-believers.
Oh, yeah. In any case, the only reason we got this far was because of Shulk's visions. If Shulk says he saw you in a vision, then you must be important to whatever happens next. And if you're tough enough to fight a face Mekon, you're all right in my book.
You are officially deemed important to the script.
A lady should not go unaccompanied onto the battlefield.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Ryan just gets such a raw deal, constantly being harassed by everybody, even though he's just the most dependable one here.
Dear, I apologize, but I could not help overhearing.
Look at all the bags under his eyes.
Quite reasonable. The danger extends much further than our small dwelling. Makna itself is at risk.
Whoa.
And we shall provide you with the finest warrior.
The finest warrior, here we go.
Chief Dunga,
no need for thanks. He is the equal, if not better, of the
finest warrior incoming. Some might even say Bestest.
Nopon hero will await you below. I shall go ahead and prepare him. Please excuse me.
In your own time, buddy.
Nopon hero. Now this I have to see.
Oh yeah.
Like that. Let's meet him first.
I have very much been looking forward to this the entire stream. I have very much been looking forward to seeing the bestest character in the game. Just putting Melia and Charlie in the party for no particular reason. Let's get Melia dolled up in area-appropriate gear. One thing I do kind of find a little bit annoying with regards to Melia's headsets is that you can't really replicate how she looked in the beginning of the game. You're just stuck with her wings being on full display. Let me just have a look around, see if I can find something a little bit more in tune. No. I mean, that hides the wings at the very least. Alright, that's kind of neat. Just metal headdress. Titan type. Just gives her a crown. Glasses, obviously. Bonnet. Of it? Oh, there's the bonnet. Somehow I did not notice that was there for the longest time, and I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Obviously we got mask. Resort style, Titan Legacy. Prodigal. Looking like something out of Mega Man X. That was the one I was looking for, right. Love if I can hear the smiling Shulk's line that, yeah. It is nice. Anyways, let's get you dolled up for the Magna Jungle. And of course she's in a loincloth. I should not be surprised by this particular getup, honestly. Let's have a look in terms of what we got here in terms of staffs, actually. I haven't seen, so 5-star rod, official staff, wisdom rod, anti-mechon rod, Alcor, Empress, bound staff, world ender. That doesn't seem important in the slightest. Anyways, we'll just go with that. We'll just go with that. Alright, so let's finally go and meet, the hero. The real hero of the game. Shortcut. Alright, we're here to meet the hero. Here he comes.
Heropon, Riki!
Real. Here he comes.
Watch out!
Get off me!
Pass. Serve.
Right in the... Take this, bubble!
Spike. Game. It even has little ribbons on as well. That's adorable. Chomp chomp. This year's legendary Heropon. He is already dead on his feet. I love just how intense Dumban's stare at him is.
New hum-hum friends, meet this year's legendary Heropon, Riki. Riki live to serve.
Amazing. Looks so happy as well to be here.
A Heropon, you say? Not sure where you'll come in handy.
The Dumban, please. I love him, I'll take 20.
Are these Telethia as strong as they sound?
Yes. They're quick as lightning and can read your mind.
A mind-reading giant bird. No problem.
No problem.
Movement through the Monado. But even that's not enough to get the better of them.
And we're going up against the daddy version.
Dumban, you'd never say daddy ever again.
Okay.
Eyes wide open.
And don't forget that Melia is our only chance of making it to Erith Sea. If anything happens to our guide, it's on our heads.
Anything happens, such as putting leaves on her head for some reason.
Dunban's right. I am in your debt. My weaknesses are all too apparent.
Now don't be like that, Melia.
Riki has been informed of
The Dino Beast.
You refer to as the Talethia. Be safe, my hum-hum friends.
Ricky's friend.
He just casually wanders off.
Dino Beast is big and scary.
Dino Beast is big and scary.
Get ready. Friends, help Ricky get ready.
You want us to get equipment for you?
Ricky's friend, right? Hum clever.
I mean, we already got all the equipment you could possibly need.
Then, friends and Ricky leave together.
Big attitude for a furry footrest.
Dino Beast is big and scary.
Dino Beast is big and
Is
scary.
it just me, or did we suddenly become Nopon mercenaries?
Mine is just too much. Anyways, particular interesting notes about that particular scene. It definitely plays a little bit different in the Japanese version, where you really sort of get the sense from the dialogue as all the other Nopon are throwing mushrooms at Riki. You really sort of get more the sense of kick the bum out, he's got no money. Riki gonna need the good weapon. And honestly, there's a lot of stuff with regards to Riki here, which I feel generally works better in the Japanese version, unfortunately. Anyways. Quest completed. It's really considering the dialogue that follows. Yeah. There's a particular scene I'll point out when we get there.
Ready to go. Come, new friends. Ricky's adventure begins.
I love him.
Riki, you do know where the Talethia is, don't you?
Of course Ricky know. Melly, Ricky hear you hurt Dino Beast.
I did, but only a little.
When Dino Beast hurt, Ricky know it go to place with ether crystals. Friends and Ricky go to place with crystals. Then we find Dino Beast. Chief, tell Ricky. Chief always right.
So you do know a thing or two about this monster. Guess we'll be searching for some ether crystals then.
We did pass by a fair few on the way here.
Riki, why are you the Heropon?
Why? Because Chief Dunga choose Ricky.
He chose you. So you weren't chosen from birth?
Friend wrong. Chief choose by instinct.
Instinct, he says.
By instinct?
Yes, definitely by instinct, in quotations.
Chief be village seer.
So that's how you became the Heropon. Can't argue with that.
But he is kind of compact for a warrior hero.
Oh, trust me, he will definitely be pulling his weight. Even if I have to force him to.
Village promised to forget my debts. So Ricky like being Heropon.
And here we are. Needless to say, Riki is going to be a constant in the party from now on. Sorry, Charla. I mean, actually... Yeah, sorry, Charla. Obviously, we gotta have Riki up as the main character here. Obviously, he is. First, I have to level him down. I have to limit his power. I have to limit how strong he can be. Because if they showed off his true power, everybody in the vicinity would be dead already. Team wife and mascot. Baby, you know it. Also, I'm fairly certain he also just has straight up the highest health stat in the game. They just gave him that to be funny. Okay, let's see if I can remember what to put on Riki. So, Chill, Poison Blaze, generally set up similar to, Melia in that aspect. Yeah, he definitely looks like he's ready to throw hands. I'm sure that poison is definitely going to come in handy at some point. Actually, let me just double check. I don't think I bought enough ether crystals for this. Alright, there we go. And then we just go with the usuals. I'm sure these will definitely come in useful at some point. You can be assured of that. You will definitely see these come in clutch. Even if I have to force that to be the case. Alright, let's see what else I put on Charlotte, just so I know what to replace. Recovery up. I'm just gonna put it on Spike Defense. Actually, you know, maybe just put that on there, just to sake of it. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. For now, we got the Heropon, finally. Good morning, friends. Cross-cultural awareness. Your first friend. Oh, I almost forgot I need to change up Riki's attire as well. Oh yeah, middle type for some reason. That's what he gets to the colony, who just gets a hat. Air type, just, let's see, Magna type. Oh, now I remember. Now I remember. Yeah, he just gets a skull. King Frog. Love Biter, Queen Frog. Fish Biter. Oh, that's gonna be perfect with this setup. I'm just gonna go with that for the time being. Hopefully it isn't too distracting. Yeah, you can basically just turn Riki into a cat. And have him beat people to death with a fish. Imagine beating God with an inch of his life with a fish. Yeah, that just sounds like an average match of Team Fortress 2. Alright, let's go and beat up Telethia now. Well, I admit, Riki also definitely puts in some work with those legs. With being able to keep pace with the rest of the party. Like at full pelt. Again, Nopons are just built different. And definitely not worth becoming emergency food like in Xenoblade X. The Riki is the embodiment of, I am going to beat you to death. Yeah. It's like they saw Riki and like, what could we possibly do in terms of designing him as a character? Let's just cobble everything together and just see how it works. Of course. I think we can just afford to jump down here. Also, yeah, you can definitely tell his health status significantly higher than everyone else's. I don't think I was supposed to come down here. I mean, thankfully, these things don't attack you based on sight, so I am confident at the very least we should be able to survive our trip down here. Riki, meanwhile, definitely has his fair share of ether skills, to say the least. But you could say that's all he has. He's more of a jack of all trades, where he's got healing, he's got, yeah, you can... Yeah, he just has spread healing, which is arguably better than Sharla's, so... Apologies to Sharla. Everybody hero time! And fairly soon, Riki also has, like, the most arts of all the characters. Just... let's have a look at how many arts he has. So, Sneaky, which is just... Backslash, Bitey, which is Split's Edge, includes Bleed. Peekaboo, Confuses Mechon. Should be useful at some point. Say sorry. Removes debuffs, deals extra damage for each one. Lurgy, which is poison. Behave, which is just debuffs. Freezinates, which is just actual attacking. Burninate, which is fire. Bedtime, which is sleep. Tantrum, which is break. Roly-poly, which can force topple. Happy, which, oh, it is up there. It just fills party gauge, which is nice. You can do it, which is healing. Prevents tension from decreasing. Increases stat at random. Oh yeah, play dead, so you can just remove all of Riki's aggro if you want to really to make him into the thief type. Riki is angry! Comes with spike damage. Yeah, you really get the sense that you can just set up Riki however you want, but I'm just gonna keep him like this. Mostly just going for ether. Oh, this looks like a big wide open space. Filled with giant killer piranhas. I'm not sure whether or not this is actually the right way. But we will keep going regardless, and hopefully not die horribly to this army of sardines. Yeah, it is quite cute that he just starts swimming whilst everyone else is just still waiting. Just nice little details like that. It's nice. Oh, so yeah, that boy really can swim. Not sure I want to be tackling slash parting with these nebulas. Yellow Tree Grove. Okay, I think it's this way. Yeah, that area looks a little bit more dead than the others. I can tell because it looks more gray. But nice to you to teleport in there, Melia. Starting to think maybe I should have leveled up a little bit, leveled up a bit more before coming here. Really starting to get the sense that I am not supposed to be level 25 for this. We'll just see how we do. We'll just see how we do. Maybe we won't have to do much leveling at all. Oh yeah, now I remember. Now I remember there's this massive crater, and I'm fairly certain there's like level 90 dinosaurs around here, like T-Rexes. Big scary buggers. Yeah, like that one. Just casually walk by the level 98 enemy. You know, the thing that is almost at the level cap. Which you're supposed to beat in order to get resources to do with the end game. You know, just casually walk by the level 98 enemies. This is fine. There we go. There's the dead area. I think I'm gonna... Obviously, I want to go with Melia for this, but I think... Let's go Dumban as well. This looks like if... Actually, better idea. Let's go Royne. Let's go Royne. This seems like a fairly solid mix of... Riki's just falling behind.
What is this? Riki never see before. This not Riki's Machna. Riki never see before.
To think it has caused this much damage.
Such devastation!
Are you telling me the Telethia did this?
Did Sephiroth do this?
Telethia absorb and drain the surrounding area of all its ether.
That's it. The Telethia is sucking up all the ether, which is causing the natural environment to change.
Yeah, it's just sticking a massive plastic straw into the ground. Just a massive silly straw, just going...
Expect it to know what you will do before you do it.
It was its intention.
I'll aim for its antenna and stop its ability to read my thoughts. With the Monado at our side, it doesn't stand a chance.
Or we could just not use Shulk for this fight.
Do not expect it to fall so easily.
I mean, obviously not.
But we have to trust in the Monado.
Or we could just not use Shulk for this fight. Sorry, Shulk, it's Melia's time.
Telethia once, and they were merely the spawn. So why is he so sure of himself? Is it confidence?
stupidity.
Yes, it is trust. He trusts in the power of that sword. What did he say it was called? The Monado. I see.
I also like with this sort of inner monologue, it's like filtered through a cardboard box. How's the adventure going so far? We're about to fight the Dino Beast. We finally unlocked the best character in the game.
Stick together, everyone.
Here it comes.
Because Riki imagined.
The Telethia. I take this chance to bring vengeance for my brethren and fulfill my duty. Shulk, I will trap it and cease its movement. Strike when the time is right.
Melia!
I just realized that this she actually has golden eyes to match with Shulk's blue ones.
She's nifty with that stop.
I knew it. She can control ether energy without using catalysts or rifle shells.
She's a mage.
I've heard that such people exist, but I never thought she would be one. Shulk, right, Shala.
Looks can be deceiving, I suppose.
Right.
Alright, so have fun, Shulk. We're just gonna be going into this fight without you. Oh, it's level 36. This was probably a mistake. Alright, let's just casually use Ether Burst here. Mind Blast! I think I used it too early again. Oh. I know, Charlotte's getting some good hits in at the very least. Well, this looks so intense for this one enemy. Plus Riki's just standing there. So much fun to play over on a regular as it is with a caster character like this. Yeah. Yeah, she is quite fun. When you can really get her going.
It's no good. My ether shots are having no effect.
Its regenerative power is too much.
Probably shouldn't have been using this outfit for this particular scene.
Destroying the Telethia is beyond us. We should cut our losses and mourn those who perished.
Never, Melia. The men you lost, I can tell they were dear to you. I know only too well that desire for revenge.
Such a lust for revenge!
The crushing pain of losing those close to you. I can't stand by and let another person experience what I have. This monster is going down.
Heck yeah.
I'll trap him with the Monado. Then the rest of you.
But Shulk, I was going to seal its movements.
Everything you have.
Thank you.
Ready?
Alright, here we go again. Roaring Thunder! Alright, now I can Mind Blast it. Damn it, I missed! Oh, no I didn't. Oh damn, that did a lot of damage. Oh, there we go. He's trying his best. There, now he was able to do it. Dunk Slam!
Now, Melia! Finish him!
I'm guessing that was Burst End. Straight up atomized. And she didn't even suffer from ether deficiency that time. She's grown so much in the, like, 5 minutes we've known her.
Brilliant thinking. Even though the Telethia can absorb large amounts of ether energy and regenerate at an incredible rate, absorbing so much energy caused it to implode.
Who would have thought? Brute force wins
Brute
again.
force wins again.
Nothing like an old-fashioned scrap. Dixon would have been proud.
It was the only way I could think of. If there had been another way...
Don't listen to Dunban. Soon you and that Monado will be unstoppable.
It's like a...
Don't tempt us, Ryan. You know how this is gonna end.
Instinctive. The Monado responded to me, and I harnessed a new power.
You'll get your chance, Shulk. We'll turn that face mechon into scrap.
I know. That's what keeps me going.
It's not a hope or a dream. It's like a hunger.
Oh God.
A thirst.
Damil Isel. Are you there? I did it. It's dead. Did you see? I thank you for your aid in my cause. Justice has been served.
Yay.
You're welcome. Besides, it was mostly you.
Dino Beast! Heropon
Dino
Riki
Beast.
ready for round 2. Hey, the fight over already? No, Riki not no!
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Don't worry, Riki, you did good in that fight.
Riki brave!
Riki brave!
Also a little brave. Riki happy!
Ryan also a little brave. I love the dynamic these two goobers have. Inadvertently getting on each other's nerves. Oh, here we go.
Heropon Riki, be proud! Heropon Riki, tough guy!
Heropon Riki, bestest!
Bestest!
Barely hit a toe and he gets all the praise.
Oh, let him have his glory. A few days ago, the villagers wouldn't give him the time of day. Besides, won't you miss him just a little bit?
Chief Dunga, Riki beat Dino Beast. Does Riki still have debt?
No, Riki, your debts are repaid. However, while you were gone, your little pawns ate like ravenous.
Yeah, interesting thing about the Japanese dub here, it wasn't immediately obvious with how they were speaking that Riki has kids. It's more like Dong was saying they ate like little, like ravenous Olug, as opposed to overtly saying it was his little pawns. It was 30 minutes.
Accompanying the hum-hum on their travels and bringing peace to the lands of Bionis.
In other words, we're telling you, we're kicking you out. It was prophesied many years ago. How much they could possibly intend? Yes.
Riki!
Go, fluff off!
People, for the sake of the village, you must go. My instinct is never wrong.
Poor Riki.
Do not worry, Riki.
Your little pawns will be taken.
Will be taken care of.
Riki mad. Yeah. Yeah, obviously in Japanese he just says they will be taken care of, and then it just slides over to to them showing case. So it's a bit more of a surprise the fact that Riki is a dad.
Dada? Riki, what on Bionis is going on?
Friends, meet Riki, Wifey Pon, and Little Pon.
You have got to be joking.
Wife and children? Riki, how old are you?
Riki have 40 years. Oh,
It also, Riki's voice in Japanese is a little bit more on the sort of expected cutie side as opposed to how Riki sounds here, so it's a bit more of a surprise to hear that he's 40 years old.
Chief Danga know best. Riki must work for little pawns to have good life.
Okay. Riki, happy to join friends.
Well, then again, with how Riki's voice direction is in this, I wouldn't change a thing. He's perfect. Just interesting to compare with the Japanese version.
Now you can can return with your head held high, my dear.
Indeed. Thank you, Dunga. My thanks for your gracious help.
I'm going to miss you and your insane hair.
Has been restored to the Makna region. On behalf of all Nopon, thank you.
Chief Dunga is very fond of Melia.
Same hom-hom, different world.
Same hom-hom.
Not fair if you ask
I love
me.
how Ryan just keeps appropriating
Chief Dunga.
Ricky's, like, dialect.
Passage to Erith's
This
Sea.
makes it all the more funny.
It is my promise to them.
Without question.
Like, even if some aspects aren't quite as accurate to the Japanese version, you can kind of tell they were sort of having fun with it. With some of these lines, especially with Ryan.
Cannot go unanswered. I shall inform the villagers at once.
You are too kind. The chief has spoken. You should depart for Erith's Sea at once. Prepare your things and see me when you are ready.
Yep, we're just going to prepare our things by changing up our outfits. Does this mean Miller's leaving the party again? She's left the party. Clara Oswald has left the party again. Alright, let's go and re-equip all our things. I think unless there's like a request to do something extra funny with the outfits, I think I'm just gonna stick with their standard attires, as it were. There we go. But yeah, I'm still definitely having a good time with this, even if this probably isn't quite as compelling narrative if I were to actually do it as a new game as opposed to New Game Plus. I hope at the very least you're all enjoying it, though. Yeah, I think we'll have to say goodbye to Dun-Dun's eye patch as well, unfortunately. It's a shame, but I'm sure we'll do without it. There we go. That includes also getting rid of Shulk's goggles, unfortunately. Even though they really do suit him, I kind of wish they were canonically a part of his outfit. But I guess we'll just have to deal with this for the time being. There we go. Definitely join the playthrough. New endgame, you gotta have everybody in the extra spiky gear at some point. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll do that with Prison Island when we get there. For now, though, just obviously got to get everybody back in their standard attire for when we venture off to Erith's Sea. Also, why am I not surprised? There we go. Back to normal, I see. Let's get Shulk in here for the time being. You know, may as well just have him here as we play as a little bit more of the real character here, the real hero. The Heropon. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure if the, okay, that is just his hair, and if you change it, it just, his hair just explodes. His hair just explodes if, you have, the crew type on. I see. Shouldn't be too surprised. He's got rocket hair. That's definitely one way of putting it, I'll definitely say that much. I know, I feel as though the New Game Plus stuff has sort of led to some inadvertent funny moments where it's like, wait a minute, that's not what that character's supposed to look like. But shh, just pretend just pretend it's normal. Just pretend it's normal. You didn't see anything. Rocker hair. Yeah. I mean, what do you expect of Riki? He is all about that rocker life. I gotta imagine Ricky's just been up to some insane wild shenanigans in all those 40 years to be despised as much by the rest of the Heropon village. But they're so we're so happy to see that the bomb is being thrown out. It's like, what did he even do? Aside from, you know, going beast mode on Olka.
Melia, what will you do now?
I mean, I'm guessing you like that outfit a little bit too much.
Me to act as your guide to Erithsea.
Aw.
Of course. We'd love you to.
But I must warn you, Erithsea is vast. Do you know where you wish to go?
There's a dark tower at the head of the Bionis. I saw it in a vision. That's where I must go.
A dark tower?
Then we need not search at all.
So you've heard of it?
Heard of it? I have seen it.
The top secret military weapon held there by Gunn.
Only one place fits that description. So you know it. I believe what you saw was Prison Island.
Prison Island. Dixon said the same thing.
Indeed. Melia, have you ever been there?
No one ever goes there.
Upon the island.
Top secret military compound. A prison teamed with top secret military base. It didn't end well the first time around.
That means we'll be needing someone to grant us entry. I've heard that Erithsea is home to an empire ruled by the High Entier. They might be our best chance.
You are knowledgeable for a Homs.
What's that you say?
Anyone help here?
A sanction is permission from someone important. An empire must be a place ruled by...
Meanwhile, Ricky's just there, saying sweet nothings to his wife.
This emperor, is he important?
Long before we Homs built the colonies.
In the time before time. Before time began, there was the cube.
Think of them like the heads of our colony, but with much greater influence and power.
Over what exactly? Because I don't think they have much influence over the colonies.
Are you kidding? That's first year Homs history, Ryan.
Ah.
Might have slept through that class.
Tee-hee.
So when do we get to meet these High Entier folks?
You are so...
Oh, forget it. First, we must travel to the Imperial capital.
We'll see how easy it is to see this emperor.
My promise was to be your guide. I will not break it.
Melia, isn't that
the shortcut to Erithsea? Yes.
He was at the top of the village the whole time. Just like that, Melia's returned. After like 5 minutes. Alright, let's get your stuff back on now that I realize that you do actually have your bonnet still. Gotta get that back on there for obvious reasons. So it looks even more like you're just wearing pajamas. There we go. You know, let's just get the Ether team here, the Ether build here. This is the team you use for Ether damage, I'm really certain. Or you just throw in Dunban as well, because Dunban is just like that. The Prophecy Hut. Oh, I actually have a heart-to-heart here. Let's see what this one is about. Just want to be sure I get the right options here. Not that it necessarily matters, but I want to do it for the sake of it. Anyways, Mysterious Sanctuary. Incredibly mysterious. This mysterious sanctuary called Prophecy Hut. Oh, it's Chief Dunga's house. Mainly know how an Heropon get prophecy. Chief Dunga makes them up. I mean, that's obviously the real thing, right? It's Dunga here, Dunga Biff Bash Millie. Sorry, just looking over the script for this, it's just funny. Riki, know who you think is especially special. I mean, obviously I'm gonna go for this one. I mean, I know a lot of people who ship Melia with Shulk, but that ship has already sailed. Melly, right. When Melly cuddle Riki, how Melly feel? When I cuddle you, warm calm, like, ah. Riki happy. This way Riki become Heropon to be cuddled by Melly. That is very endearing. Also, I'm fairly certain there is another heart-to-heart where Riki basically says, if I wasn't married, I'd definitely be into you. I'm sure we'll find that eventually. It's very kind of you, Riki. You gotta remember, he's like 40. Anyways, let's get a move on. I'm sure we'll come across that heart-to-heart when we get there. It is an RFC, I'm pretty sure. Come along, Riki. He's trying his best. Oh, there we go. Now he's finally catching up as we reach Apex Lake. Truly legendary place. Oh, and we got another one here. Oh, later in the store, I see. Alright. Yeah, it is kind of funky that the entirety of the forest just exists underneath, like, a blanket of ocean. This is like some Minecraft logic if ever did see it. Let's go. Casually summoning a massive orb of light. This really also seems like something you would see in World of Warcraft. Oh, it's like a water elevator.
What is it?
Friends, jumping ball. All go to Aerith.
Just casually jump in the ball.
You're nuts, Furball.
I mean, you can stay here if you want.
This will take us to Aerith Sea.
Oh, I can't believe it. Melia is also Avalon Jesus. She's learned from Knuckles. I think Riki's my favorite. Yeah, Riki is the bestest. He is the Heropon after all. There was no doubt ever in my mind, or anybody's mind for that matter. He is just the bestest there ever was. Even if he is completely broke. Was everything before just a dream? Why? Those voices, they're outside, where I must be. Well, that definitely seemed, quite foreboding. Anyways, I think that's going to be a good place to leave off for the time being. So, tune in next time when we pass on our path and hopefully finally get to Prison Island. I know RFC takes a little bit, so we'll just see what happens. Anyways, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye for now.